Okay, so what do we got on the plan for the episode today? I think we have random topics, right? Is that
Yes,
this episode?
and I found a topic generator online.
That's
So it's like you
perfect.
literally just like hit a button and it like gives you a question. And I thought that could be fun.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. It's been crazy. Is it dreary at your house today? Because it is
Um,
like winter dreary here.
yeah, it's been like raining. It probably
Yeah.
should be snowing if it was just a little colder, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird mix. So
Yeah,
I
they
get
acted
it.
like there was supposed to be snow last night, but we didn't get any.
Yeah.
So thankfully, because I don't want
You
that.
only got to like 30 something degrees, so I don't think it's cold enough to snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you just hear my dog?
Yeah. I mean they bark a lot and
She's a
they're
little
very vocal,
crazy.
so.
Yeah, they
Well,
yeah.
you well, I have two new babies. Do you want to come say hi? Come here.
Oh, I feel like I saw these on Instagram the other day.
Oh my God,
I
they're
was
getting
like,
so cute.
oh my God, glowing eyes. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God. Look at those two little
Oh, they are
babies.
adorable.
Yes, come here. No, we're just gonna sit
Yeah,
awkwardly. That's
very,
fine.
very cat-like over there.
Very
Very
cat-like.
cat-like. Come here. No,
No, no.
no.
They're so lovey though. They're so lovey. Like we're so lucky. Like we
Oh,
we had to say goodbye to Shadow, which was sad.
oh,
Um
so
yeah, but we
sorry.
knew she had cancer. She had
Oh,
cancer. So we
yeah.
knew, yeah. Well, in her last like we got a really good last year out of her, which is awesome. And we got to be with her through every step, you know. So instead of just like taking her to the hospital for like month on end or like I don't know, that situation can just be kind of
Yeah.
difficult sometimes. So um but yeah, um we it was just kind of like we went to the store to be like, oh, we're just gonna go give some kitties some lovings, and
Yeah. And then,
we
nope,
were
bring them
filling out
home.
paperwork. But they've been great. They're kind of menaces because they're kittens right now. They're only like 3 months old, so I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus, calm down.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
to get
but
my
it's okay.
kitten fixed by going to my sister's house and playing with her cat. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's where I
Well,
get
you
my
have
kitten.
what do you have like three puppies?
We've got three of the little rugrats in the house. I mean, they're puppy size, but like the
Right,
oldest
right.
one is 13. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, and he's losing his teeth and he's lost
Oh,
almost all of his hearing. And
oh.
like so they're, and then the youngest one is like the big pit bull mix that is outside. And he's like, I love him. He's my baby. But he doesn't like people. He just likes me and Kevin. So,
Yeah, I get that. I
yeah.
get that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But the
Well,
Rugrats, they're just hanging out.
yeah, it was weird because it kind of felt like at the beginning of this month, like my life was like falling apart in a sense, but
Oh,
now it's
no.
like everything's, yeah, it's so weird. Like, because there's a lot of things are happening all at the same time, and it was just like nothing could go right, or at least it felt that way, kind of like sometimes life gets that way.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
or it just gets like so hectic that you're like, I don't even have a handle on life. And it's like, maybe you don't, the fact that you need to be in control all the time is just like not necessary.
Dogs.
So, but now it's like my husband's getting a new job, which is crazy. And like the new year is starting and like I already have bookings for next year. And it's just
Nice.
like, I don't know, I'm
Nice.
ready for some people are like afraid of change where I'm like, I'm ready for like a new chapter, you know?
Yeah. I have a good feeling about 2024. Like, I
Yeah.
have a really good feeling about it. I mean, I don't know. I have a good feeling. And maybe I'm
I
just
like
like
that.
in this like positivity, thinking ahead place
Yeah.
because this afternoon we're supposed to be doing a live Zoom hangout in the Facebook group for like goal
Yeah.
planning for the new year. So it's like
Uh-huh.
that's just what I'm thinking about right now. Dog, seriously, this dog. Go lay in your pillow or something. Gosh, so needy.
No, but you're right. I think you're right. I think next year is gonna just be like insane. I think it's gonna have good things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting so excited about all my Notion brides on Notion right now, and it's like
Nice,
that's been so
nice.
fun and so good. So
Notion is so
I'm
much
also
fun.
really.
yesterday I released my 2024 big picture planning Notion hub, and it's
Yeah.
like the biggest Notion thing that I've ever built, and it is so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really gonna like set me up for the new year. Like
That's
getting
amazing.
my shit together is what I need. Like, not that I'm not complete, like I know what I'm doing to an extent, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
But
it's
you have
like,
to feel like you're organized.
yeah. And I feel like this year, I keep wanting to say last year because like we got like 2 days left when we're recording this.
Right. I know. It's
I
so
keep wanting to
true.
be like, I'm already over 2023. We're done with it. Like in my head, we're
Right,
in the
right,
new year,
right,
right? But like
right.
I feel like for 2023, I said, I have this goal and this goal and this goal. Like, but then I didn't do anything to like make them happen.
Mm,
It's like this is
okay.
what I want to
Yeah.
do. But then I never took it that next step further of being like, okay, if this is what I want to accomplish, then I need to do this, 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 and this in order to get there. So that's what I got to do differently for 2024. So that is my
Yeah. I mean,
plan.
you did though. Like you did the quarterly
I mean,
thing.
I
You
did some
implemented that.
stuff.
You did that.
I
You
did
did
some
the big
stuff,
bundle
but
thing, the big
yeah.
fancy. You did that. So I feel like you did do
I
things.
did some things, but then whenever I look back, I'm thinking like, well, I said I was going to do this, didn't happen. I said I was going to do this, well, that didn't happen. And it's like because I didn't
Yeah.
do anything to make it happen. And that's where like I fell short. So I don't want to do that for 2024. I'm at this place now where I feel like I don't have to have everything done right now because that's just
Yeah.
too overwhelming. I have like all these things I want
Mhm.
to do, but that doesn't mean it's realistic to try to like cram it all into 1 month or cram it all into 1 quarter even. This dog,
Right.
seriously. So it's like I'm at this place where I'm, letting go a little bit and realizing,
Yeah.
okay, it's not just about like setting goals, it's being realistic. Like, don't think, oh, I'm going to get this done in 20 minutes when really it takes 2 hours, you know?
Right, right, right. The
You know,
impatientness of it, like
yeah.
the wanting it to be already done.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of know the feeling because I've got this wedding show that I'm planning for the first time ever doing like a wedding like banquet, like where
Oh,
vendors come and couples come and they like interact with each other. And I'm setting up a whole like LGBTQ slash like non-traditional wedding show in
nice.
February.
Oh,
And
wow.
you know me in my
That's
brain, I'm like,
like,
February is like tomorrow,
yeah. Like, yeah.
which it's not, which it's not.
It feels like it is
But
though already because my
oh
head's
my God, in wedding,
already in
yeah,
2024.
like
Yeah.
in the wedding world, yeah, no, that's like around the corner. So I was talking to my partners on it the other day and I'm like, I just feel so behind. And they're like, no, like really like being a month out is like perfect for advertising and like this and that. And I just got the drag queens confirmed for the show. And like the lead drag queen was like, yeah, you can't book too far in advance because then people become like flaky. You have to book like 2 months
Oh,
out. So actually right now is like perfect. And I was like,
that makes
okay,
sense.
great. Yeah, I'm like, I need months. Like weddings you book out months in advance, years in advance. Like, and I even have one couple this year that just picked their venue for September. And I'm like freaking out. And Red's like, is that really that uncommon? And I'm like, no, but like my my brain can't like calm down until I know they've got it like solidified and I can't move forward until we have a date. And like we can't do that until you have a venue. And it's so like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I get like this kind of so many people ask me if I get like and like do I get like nervous at weddings anymore? And it's like no, it's the really like the planning things out ahead of time. Like if they're not done in a, like an appropriate manner in my brain is when I feel like overwhelmed. Like I have one friend
Yeah.
that's rescheduled a cake tasting like 7 times at this
Oh my
point.
God.
And I'm like, just find a weekend. Like just
Just
find a
commit.
day. Right. Like, and I'm like, yo, like if you I can't have you be flaky with my vendors. Like my vendors are going out of their way to like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yeah.
just that kind of stuff bothers me more than day of stuff. Day of stuff I feel like I've got down
Like
like
it's there.
pat.
Like we're good at
Right.
that
Everything's
point. You're
scheduled, everything's
good.
done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I have a lot of stressful things here at the beginning of the year, but now that certain things like I have like all my vendors starting to confirm for the event on into in February. So they're gonna be just like playing around
Like
behind
pets
me.
everywhere today.
I know we still have to do like a pet episode.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
oh,
What? No,
oh.
Grayson.
You're gonna be like one of those people that has like cat ledges in like every room, so your
Yeah,
cat
I'm
never
gonna have
actually has
to.
to
I'm
like
gonna have to
get
do
down on the floor.
something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Grayson, Grayson, baby,
Cats like to be up.
Grayson. They do, but this room doesn't have any of that.
I want to
Honey.
get a tower quick. Oh,
Oh God. Well, that's a little baby. They're kittens. There's a little one right over here. Grayson, baby. All right, I'm just gonna let you be you, and hopefully you don't make too much of a mess over there. Okay, so what do we got on the plan for the episode today? I think we have random topics, right? Is that
yes.
this episode?
And I found a topic generator online.
That's
So it's like you
perfect.
literally just like hit a button and it like gives you a question. And I thought that could be fun.
Oh, that's perfect. I
I
think that's
think
perfect.
I think I put a link
Let's
for
see
it in
how
my
many do you
notions.
want
I
to
wouldn't
do
lose
you
it.
want to guess how many topics we're going to get through? Are
Oh
we going to put a
gosh. Are
limit
we
on
gonna do a
how long we can
timer?
talk about a topic?
I mean,
Okay.
a timer that we actually pay attention to. Can you make this thing like alert when we've hit a time?
Why don't we do like a 20-minute, like we limit it to like 20 minutes of talking per topic and we try to
Can we
get through
do
like
that?
3 topics.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I've got the topic generator. Let's see. It sounds so weird. I literally typed in on Google topic generator to see what came up. And there's like a legit one. It came up. Okay,
Nice.
so
Awesome.
let's see. No, quit. Apparently I didn't put the actual link in there. I just put like the words for the link. It didn't actually turn into a link. So let's
Love
throw
that.
this in the Google. All right,
All right.
here we go. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
We're gonna
I'm
do it.
ready.
We're just gonna like,
Hold on.
let's
What
hope
time
this
is it? All right.
website doesn't have
It's
like,
9:30, so I'll try
okay.
to keep track too, so we're not.
All right. I'm like turning on our timer. Here we go. Okay, here we go. How much time we're doing? Like 20 minutes? That's what we're gonna shoot for? Okay,
Hopefully,
here we
let's see if
go.
we can do it.
Random topic. Okay, so what's your favorite season and why?
Oh, that's a great one. I love fall, and I think you kind of are very similar. Yeah.
Yes,
We're
even
both
though it's like
falls
the
though.
shortest. It's
It
like,
is, but I think it's because it's the most desirable.
mm,
Summer's too
fuzzy
long.
boots,
Winter sometimes is too long.
sweaters. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe that is
70
it.
degrees
It's like
out,
it's like
hot
get
coffee.
all the goodness in and then let's move on. Like
But it's not like fall doesn't have any holidays either. So it's like it
I
really
mean,
is just like I mean September, what September, no, I mean
like
maybe
when does
November, right?
fall start for you? Like mentally? Like who cares what the calendar
Mentally,
says?
I'm gonna say like right after my birthday. So like even though August, right, is like to me like still summer.
Yeah.
But here it starts to get to like 70s. So like that's amazing. I'm like, yes, fall, come on. So that really like that early September to like early November. And then
Yeah.
after it's honestly more fall now than it will be in January and February will be more winter. But
Yeah.
for the holidays, I feel like is always like Christmas is winter, right?
Yeah. Even though it's like, maybe like 76 degrees on Christmas.
Yeah.
Like what is
And
that?
then like in Australia, it's like summer.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I saw that I follow this chick on YouTube that she's in Australia. She's a cake decorator, and it's like
Yeah.
Christmas and it's like summer. And it's like,
Yeah.
so she like made a cake that was all like florally and like pretty, and it's like summer, but it's like a Christmas cake, and it's like brain warp. Like,
Yeah,
just
it really is
weird.
because I mean we're from England, but they're also kind of like from England. So you would think that like our holidays line up. Well, I don't know. America just has their own like we're like we decide what you know what I mean? We kind of make up our own holidays and all that. But I think fall to me just has like that like cozy weather.
So cozy.
I'm
Fuzzy
not
boots,
I'm not
sweaters,
sweating
pumpkin
anymore.
spice, like
Yes.
it's okay to pull out the throw blanket on the couch, stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
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 Yes, yes. I
Yes.
like it. Okay, let's do another one.
Okay, good. That was quick. That
That
was
was great. That
good.
was great. Okay. Like
Okay, we got
game
this. We
show.
got this. We can get more
Okay.
than 3.
So what are some strange beliefs that some people have?
Oh,
Oh,
well,
well, I mean,
we
like
know.
you got
We
some
know that
crazy ones.
Vicky's
Just
down
go
the
back and
rabbit
watch
hole
the
of
conspiracy episodes. Like you will
have
never
a
look
roll
at
the
certain
clip
things
of me
the
being
same
like
way.
mushrooms are taking over the world. Um, I think there's I don't know. I've recently, and I know that you kind of talked about being raised religious, but I
Mhm.
kind of find it very interesting. Um, I've been doing deep dives into like mythology
Hmm.
recently. Just because like I like reading like the Iliad and the Odyssey. We've talked about that before. Like I like reading like older texts. Like I'm reading
Yeah.
the Babylonian tile book right now, where it's like
Oh,
I know. I'm
it's completely like so different from what I'm reading. Like,
okay, we can't get on a
it's
book tangent. We can't get on a book tangent.
two different
But
worlds in
yes.
literary. Like,
So, and then
I,
I also have these like Norse mythology folktale like book that I'm reading right now too, where
yeah,
they're kind of like going where I'm trying to like make similarities and stuff. And I just find it so interesting, like that shift between like polyistic religions that have multiple gods. And then we like transition to that like Abrahamic, like single God, the God entity. So I'm like, that's been like really intriguing my interest lately when it comes to like
mhm,
what people believe,
yeah,
because truthfully, even back then, there was no evidence besides like the moon moving across the sky that they were like, oh, there's someone must be doing that, right? They were like, there's a
yeah.
God associated, there's a being that associates with that. To now like, oh, well, that's like science. So like it's interesting to me like how our beliefs have changed over like a millennia, right? Like I mean, how
Yeah.
long humans have been alive or whatever. So that's kind of just like where I'm at like mentally when it comes to stuff like people because like right, like we as humans, and maybe I'll get a little existential here for a second, but like we've made up everything, right? Like
Mm.
we've written stuff down. We're the ones that created what things mean, what words mean, what
Yeah.
like we just created them from generations behind us, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see like now as like a society, we're deciding what's real and what's not real too, like
Yeah.
what the government's really saying and what's really going on. And I don't know, it's just very interesting. Like it's a perspective and reality, I think, are just kind of like, because what makes you believe in something? Like the fact that
I
it
mean,
exists or that you believe in it, right?
yeah. Well, one strange belief thing that I heard recently
Mhm.
was I can't even remember what news program it was on, or maybe it was, I don't know, on like HBO, something on the TV
Right.
I saw,
Same.
and they were talking about this cult somewhere, I can't remember
Okay.
where, and
Yeah.
this woman was leading it, and
Yeah.
they all believed that they were channeling dead celebrities.
Wow.
And like that's where their information was coming from. And it was coming like through her, and she was
Yeah.
channeling. And there was like this poster, this photo of like all these celebrities. And at the very top was
Like
Robin
dead
Williams.
celebrities, like
Like
dead
that's
celebrities, like
yeah.
Marilyn Monroe, like,
Yeah,
oh
and then,
wow,
like at the top
wow.
was Robin Williams. And like they all thought that this information was like coming through them. But what also made it funny was like tucked into all like it was this collage of like past celebrities. Donald
Yeah.
Trump was tucked in there somewhere. He's not dead. So like why was he in there? That was really weird. But
Weird. Maybe he's
it was
also a
like
conduit. Maybe he could also talk to.
I don't know, but it was like they thought that they were getting their information through
Yeah.
her from Robin Williams, and he was telling them what they should
Um,
do. I was like,
humans are
so that
so
was the first thing that when I saw that, I was like, that just popped in
that's
my head.
exactly how can people believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a weird thing people believe. Well,
Yeah.
there's like, I mean, we could do a whole cult. I could give you a rabbit hole cult stuff that we could go into. We could go into like years of how cults are developed, how people manipulate humans, like how like I literally learned in certain marketing classes like how to manipulate someone into trusting you just to get them to buy something from you.
Oh
Like
my
that is
gosh.
the same tactic, yeah, that cult leaders like kind of use as like this like
Yeah.
they like bring you down to rise you up and then they kind of like make you reliant on them for love and it's like a
Yeah.
whole fucking thing. So we could do a whole episode, like a whole episode on cults, but
We
yeah,
could.
that's super interesting.
That's
That
crazy.
is super super interesting.
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna do
look at
another
us.
one. Here we go.
Yes,
Let's do
oh my
another
gosh.
one. Okay. What trends did you follow when you were younger? And this will
Oh
be
my
interesting
god.
because we have an age difference. So, like,
Yes, we
trends that
do.
were like your time, not that there's a huge age difference, but
And
like
you'd
one
be
just
surprised. Like
immediately
even a
popped into
few
my head.
years.
Yeah.
Oh, one, go ahead. Go ahead. What is it?
Okay. Like, and what's crazy is some of the trends that were when I was younger are like coming back now. And there's
Yeah.
this one chick that I follow on Instagram. She's absolutely hilarious. And she does like this whole series of videos where she goes into Target and sees stuff that was like
When she was a
popular when
kid.
we were younger.
Yeah.
And that now it's
Yeah.
like coming back and like, why? But like,
Yep.
well, I thought we were past this. Okay,
Right.
butterfly clips, the little hair clips, like the little
Yeah. I
like
almost
I
put some in my
remember
hair
that
today.
like cover your head in little tiny
Yeah.
butterfly clips. Like that was the thing.
Yep.
Like sparkly little
Yep.
clip-ons and like I
Yep.
remember one time I was out with friends. I can't remember where we were. And like, that was the thing. You had like, like the buns that you got going on, and
Yeah.
then your head is
Yeah.
covered
And
in
then you had them
butterfly
like clipped
clips.
in your hair.
Yes,
They were
they're
like just
everywhere.
in there.
And I remember like this one guy turning to me and he goes, "You are what's wrong with the world." And I'm like,
Oh,
because of
oh
butterfly
God.
clips? Like
Yeah,
that's
like
what you're
get
going
off.
with?
Yeah.
I don't
Get
know. And
off.
then
Yeah.
pants underneath the skirts. Like that was huge. Like,
Like biker shorts, like biker
yeah.
shorts.
No, like
Yeah.
full on like leggings or like the bell bottom type of
Oh,
leggings
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the
underneath like
skirt
a
on top, and
skirt
then like a
that
big chunky belt,
big
like a
chunky
big
belts.
chunky
Like,
belt.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the thing.
So ones that come off my head because I was like a very like I'm rebellious and I'm not gonna do what other people do. But that just put me in a whole other category of people during that time. So like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wore
yeah.
I wore chokers, I wore those like
Oh,
little
the
the
little
ones that like
stretchy
loop into each
ones.
other. Yeah, the little stretchy
Yes.
ones. Oh my God,
Mhm.
I literally had one like
Yeah.
I had a tan line
Mm,
of it on my neck for the longest time because like I was
that's
a
great.
beach kid too. And then I was like a super metalhead too. So like I wore
Oh,
like the Slipknot t-shirt with the baggy ripped jeans and like the
yeah.
big chunky belt that had like the studs on it. Like I was in that, which is so funny because like that is like I would say that's still like part of me in my core, but
Yeah.
like at the
You
same
do you.
time, like
Do it.
back
Yeah.
then I look at that and I'm like, girl, girl, you are a little blonde girl. What are you trying to do? Like, but if my mom would have let me dye my hair, like I would have been like that, like purple hair, like goth, like
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we've
I
talked about it before. I
remember
would be covered in
when
tattoos if I was,
like before like the flared jeans came into style,
yeah,
because used to like when I was younger, it was like straight, like
yeah,
no nothing, just straight leg jeans.
yeah,
And
yeah, almost
then
like those skinny jeans.
before it went to like flared, and then at
Yeah,
some point bell bottoms came back for a little bit. But before it
yeah,
went to like flared, before that was even a thing, I had like full blown thrifted bell bottoms from like back
yeah,
in the day. We're talking like bells that were like this big on the
yeah,
bottom. Love
huge. Yeah,
those. I
yeah,
My favorite pair of pants. Oh, they were just
yeah,
fantastic. And I would wear
yeah,
like the big chunky heels, like full on
yeah,
like hippie, like
yeah.
that was,
But
and
you
then
were
all
like
of a
trying
sudden,
to do the thing of your generation, right? You were
yeah,
like trying
but
to do
that
the thing
like,
that was,
yeah, I
yeah.
did that
Most
before
people were like,
flared
that's
jeans were a
awesome. You're
thing. Like that was
70s.
just fun to me
Yeah,
because I don't know, it
yeah,
probably had something to do with my dad, like listening to music from then, and then,
probably.
Like
Probably. Well,
all
my dad
all of that
listened to
kind of stuff.
Metallica, so I think
Because
that's
I
what
mean, I used to get
catalyzed
like
me.
picked
Yeah.
on for wearing like bell-bottom jeans, and then like the
Now
next
it's like
year,
back,
everyone's
baby.
wearing like flared jeans, like this is a thing.
Yep.
I'm
I'm wearing my
like,
flared
I'm like,
leggings right
haha.
now too. Oh, that's one trend that I just could not. I still cannot. Athleisure wear, like wearing leggings as pants. That is like my
Oh,
life.
yeah,
Or like the what
I
is
will
the
not
called
give that up.
Lulu like the Lulu Road. Like I mean, I was
I'm in
obsessed.
leggings right now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, mine are more like yoga pants because they flare at the bottom or
Yeah, no,
whatever. I
mine are
don't even
like
know.
black camo,
I mean,
like leggings.
more recently, I definitely got into like the wearing the fanny pack across
I
your
still don't get it.
your chest.
Still don't get it. Don't get
I
the fanny
literally
pack.
only do it for weddings. I literally only do it for weddings because it is so handy for a wedding.
Yeah.
But
I feel like there's
like
like a
when it's out
clip
of
of you
style, I'm gonna
saying
be like,
that.
I'm still doing it. All right, good, good, good. Look
Okay,
at us.
let's do
Ooh.
another one. Here we go.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
like looking at our timer and everything. Like,
we're
okay.
doing just fine.
Have you traveled to any different countries and which ones?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Do you want to
where?
go first?
No, I
I'm
haven't
gonna
traveled
like think.
anywhere.
So, oh,
Like, I've never left the country. I mean, I've traveled like different places in the country, but I've never left the
okay.
country. I want
Okay.
to,
Well, yes. So
but
Red and I are kind of like travel heads, obbly. I guess maybe I've never
when
even
I
talked about
texted
that
you
on the
this morning, I
podcast.
was like, I wonder if she's traveling, and she's gonna be like, "No, we're not recording." I
No, that
really
was the
did.
calendar. I just slipped in. I didn't know if we were doing 8 or 9, and I was like, oh no. So yes. So my first out of country experience was Puerto Rico.
Oh,
I was like 19. That was fun. It's American though. It's still owned by us, so I never really counted that, but
hmm.
technically it's like out of the US like proper.
Yeah.
And then I've been to like 7 places in Mexico. I've
Mm.
been to Costa Maya, Cozumel. I've been to Roatan. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Belize. I've been
How are
to,
you like traveling to all these places? Like, what?
well, me and Red do cruises. So we get on cruises and
Oh,
they take you to a bunch of places in the Caribbean
yeah,
and you just kind of get off where you want. And a lot of it is like travel-y, like very like touristy kind of, but we always get off the
yeah,
beaten path and like go do things like locally.
yeah.
Um, and then we had our Europe for our honeymoon. We went to Europe, so we flew
Oh,
to Rome. Yeah, we flew to Rome in Italy, and then we got on a cruise ship there, and we went to Greece. We went to Crete. We went to Mykonos. We went
gosh.
to
So
uh
jealous right now.
Turkey. Did I say Turkey?
Come
We travel
on.
a lot, so we gamble a lot. So me and my husband gamble a
Oh.
lot. We love to gamble, and so the cruise ships have casinos on them. And so if you're a good gambler or you spend a lot of money, you can get free cruises.
Oh,
So we actually travel a lot for free.
what?
And then we have a Delta credit card that we put everything on, and
I
then
may have
we
just
get free
added some
flights and
new goals for 2024.
well, it's we didn't have kids because we wanted to travel. Like that
Yeah.
was a part of our like well, we haven't had kids yet. We haven't I mean, I don't know. We're getting to a point where I'm like, are we gonna have kids? Because like I'm getting to the point where it's like you have like 3 more years, and then I'm like, we're not doing this. Like we have like a
Yeah.
threshold of me like wanting to try, versus like, well, we could just travel the world, like we could. So actually, it's really funny because like with his new job, he's gonna have less time to. We used to be able to like take long weekends, do a cruise here,
Yeah.
cruise there. Now his job's gonna be a little bit more structured and like
Oh,
more full time, and so we're only gonna be able to travel like 3 times a year, like fall break, winter break, or
okay.
spring break, and then like
Gotcha.
summer. But we kind of told each other like, well, we've traveled a lot together and we've been to a lot of places. We still really want to do Spain. We are going to Canada this year. I have a wedding in Canada this year, so we're going
Oh,
to be going to Canada. We've
fun.
been to like so many states together too. Like we drove up to Nebraska for fun. We've been to Omaha. Like we just did that for like a weekend trip to go to the zoo because
Wow.
we're just that's just how we are. We're like, oh, we have a long weekend. Like, where do you want to go? So,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, you should definitely put like
I want
a
to like
if I get these six
I
things
have
done this
places.
year, like bitch goes to Italy. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like we might do some like, in the country traveling in
Yeah,
2024 because whenever I
that would be
sat
fun.
down with him the other day and I was like, "Okay, do you have any goals for 2024?" And he's like, "Not really, other than I want to get an RV." And I'm like, "What?" And just like
Yeah, that's
randomly like he wants to or
fun.
a camper. He wants to get an RV or a camper. And I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh,
we love
well,
camping.
okay."
We
And
tented up
yeah.
though. An
So
RV would be
we
dope.
talked about like getting, like starting to like set a budget and like doing some research, figuring out what we want, do on an RV, do on a
Right,
camper.
right,
He says he wants
right.
a
Or like a
camper
fifth
so
wheel
that
or whatever.
he can like just pull it with the truck and we could just like
I was about to
get
say, you
niece
guys
and
have that
nephew and
truck,
just like
so
head out for
yeah,
a weekend or something. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
that's pretty cool. He's like,
Well, if
we
you
just
guys
take the
want to drive
dogs with us and
here,
like go. I'm like, huh,
yeah,
okay. So, I mean, that
yeah.
might happen more in like 2024, but as far as like other countries out of place, like I do want to go to Ireland, Scotland, Italy,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, the
I
place.
want to do that Norwegian one for sure. I have to do it before. Like we
Yeah,
want
I
to do Spain, we want to do
travel.
Norway. Like I want to do all those ones for sure.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah.
I need to do it. We need to make it happen. Okay, I'm gonna do another topic. Here we go.
Yay.
Okay, so where was the last place you went on vacation? What was that? Yesterday for you?
The last place. Do you count like a real vacation or like we were just in Tulsa? So does that count? Like we
I
were
don't
out of
know.
town in
What is it?
Tulsa.
What counts to you though?
See, I don't know. I'm not doing my own laundry.
If
It's
that
not my
counts.
vacation. Oh, that doesn't count. Okay. Our last trip was we did a cruise to the Caribbean on Virgin for the first time. We did a Virgin cruise.
Oh, that's the
And
one with
that
no
went
kids,
to,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that I feel like that's
It's
what
a
we
good
would
one.
do.
It's really good. We like it a lot. Their casino just was like meh.
Oh,
So we were kind of like we actually just like relaxed and had a good time versus like normally it's like we're in the casino the whole time working, you know? So yeah, that was our last vacation was to the Caribbean. We went to
nice.
a private island on Virgin.
Wow.
It's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's
Our
only a four
last
day, it was only
thing,
like a 4 day cruise, but
yeah. Our last thing was we went, it was last year. That was our last like actually like go somewhere, do
leaving.
something
Yeah. Yeah.
vacation. And we went to Tracy City, like which is like a random place, but we did an Airbnb that was on the
Cute.
lake. And so it was
Cute.
like a tiny home retreat area.
Oh,
And
fun.
so it was sort of had that like that campground type of feel, except it was
Yeah.
all tiny homes. And like some of them, they were like one or two rooms, and others were like the one we stayed in was like three bedrooms and like a
Oh, wow.
huge screened in porch that like overlooked the lake. And it was just like the whole back wall like opened up with sliders. It was like very relaxing. Like we would go
That's
back to
nice.
that. That was cool. That was really nice. But it was like a short one. I want to go
That's okay.
somewhere for like a full week sometime. I don't know if I could.
Yes.
I don't know if I could, but I feel like I would
Being away
go.
from your
Like,
animals is kind of rough. And then
yeah,
it's like if you can get off work, obviously, but you could
yeah,
bring your work if you needed
yeah,
to, you know,
yeah. If I did enough prep works where all I had to do was like while I'm away, like push some
check.
buttons, send some
Okay.
stuff
Yep.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could
Let
do
me
that.
just post.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Because
yeah,
you
yeah,
could automate a lot of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So put it on your list for 2024. Maybe do some
Absolutely.
traveling.
Okay. I'm skipping some of these.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the most addictive mobile game you have played?
Okay. So I specifically do not download mobile games onto my phone. And Red
Really?
gets so mad because he's a video gamer, but I'm like, I will have no life. I will have
Oh,
no
it's
life.
like, I mean, I feel like I could put TikTok in this category for me because I don't play a lot of
You
like
right?
games on my
Right?
phone, but like if I were to choose a game on my phone, I would say Free Flow, which is like
Okay.
this, it's like a puzzle game where like it's like
Okay.
connect the dots and you can't overlap
Yeah.
and it gets harder and
Isn't that what's
harder.
supposed to be like good for mental health
I
though? Isn't
well,
that
it
what's supposed
feels
to be
good
good
for
for like
mental health. I don't know. I like it. And then one, it was like if we're talking completely random, like weird stuff, it's Triple
yeah.
Town, which is like it's like these little tiny bears. And like
Oh,
you build
cute.
like little towns and then you like it's like connect three or connect four and like you connect these bushes and they turn or
Yeah.
connect these grass and it turns into a bush, connect the bushes, they turn
Cute.
into a tree, and then there's like these little angry
Cute.
bears that like I don't know, it's cute. It's ridiculous. And I think it's
Yeah.
probably the last game I actually paid for on my phone because it
Yeah.
just got just you just get caught up in it. But I
Right,
would
right.
say I would put TikTok in this category
I
because
agree. I
it
agree.
sucks me in like nobody's business. It's
Right.
ridiculous. Like I'm
You
glad
always
they
want to
put like
check
the
it. You're
timers
always
in
wanting
there.
to be on it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like I will go days without checking it, but when I check it, I'm in there for like an hour. And then you
Yeah.
like
You're
you're in
like
there and you're
sucked
like
in.
quick
Yeah.
videos, quick videos. It's like, and then it's like
Yeah.
it's a random mashup of like cats and dogs and cakes and dancing and hot guys
Yeah.
doing jump rope and then like motorcycle
Yeah.
people and then like just
Yeah.
like all these random things. And next thing you
Yeah.
know, like an hour of your life has passed and you can't get that back. So luckily
Right.
they've put like a time thing on there where like you like put in a password,
Yeah.
which apparently I forgot. So the last time it just kicked me out, which is fine. But like I had to go back to putting the time things on there because I was just
Yeah.
getting too caught up. So I'm gonna put that
Yeah.
in that category.
The last time I downloaded a game, it was Diablo Immortal on my phone, and I played that pretty religiously. But that's like a full video game. Like that's almost like a
Yeah.
full video game on your phone. So I don't know if I really count that as like like a Candy Crush category of
Yeah. I
games.
don't even
Now
think
I
I've ever
do
played
have
Candy Crush. I
I
don't
wasn't a big
it's a
fan of it. So many people were
thing,
into it.
but
It just wasn't, it's just not my, that's not like intelligent enough for me, I guess. It's just not enough like just putting three things together. I'm like, this is lame. But I did have a few gambling apps on my phone for a while that I just had to delete. I just had to delete them. And
Yeah.
like you could get points to get like free stuff in Vegas and stuff, and we used to
Oh.
get stuff all the time. And I'm like sitting here watching my show on my phone playing spots. Like I don't need to be doing that. Like it felt very unhealthy. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna delete these.
Yeah. Sometimes I think I should like delete TikTok because it's one of those
I
things
hide
where
it.
it's
Yeah, I
I
hide
go
it in
days
a
without looking
it's
at
like
it
in a
and then
folder.
it's just like it's like, yeah, let's like especially if I've had like a super stressful day, I'll be like, babe, just like spend, like a few minutes watching stupid videos with me. And I like make
Yeah.
him watch videos with me because
Yeah,
it's
but
like
now I'm on like YouTube
decompresses.
Shorts too now. Like it's not just
Oh,
TikTok, it's
yeah.
like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Shorts. And it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we've dealt with that. We have to post everywhere now.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, anytime I go to post a short, it's like Instagram, then YouTube, then TikTok. This is the routine. You know, it's okay. Go watch our short videos.
Yeah, go watch our short videos. They're so cute, buddy.
Okay, all
All
right.
right,
So
next up.
next, what is the last thing you do before you go to sleep?
Oh God. Usually it's check my phone, which is really sad.
My phone automatically,
I'm
like,
being
it goes into
realistic. It's
bedtime
like check
mode.
my phone to see if
Yeah.
anything, yeah, like I'm like, all right, now I can like mentally uncheck, you
For
know.
me, it's reading. I will read
You,
in
I can see
bed
you just like
until I like start falling asleep. And then it's like, no, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it's like when the Kindle hits you in the face, it's time to go to sleep. Okay. Like I will like lay on my side and I'm like, I got my Kindle and I'm like reading and reading and reading. But when it starts drifting towards your face, it's time to like go to sleep. But
yeah,
I
it's
have
time to put
such
it
a hard
down,
time
huh?
going to sleep. Like Kevin goes to sleep so easily, like to the point where it
Yeah.
is annoying to me, not to
Like he
him,
just passes
obviously.
out.
Yeah, like we'll be having like a full-blown conversation and then like 30 seconds later, I hear his deep breathing. He's out of it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's going to take me at least an hour. Like, and he doesn't
Oh
understand it
no.
because it's like, as soon as he makes the decision, it's time to go to sleep,
Right.
he's asleep. Whereas
You
like
don't have to
me,
have like
like,
white
no,
noise or anything, do you? Are you
it's
like a
like,
white noiser?
no, I need it quiet and as
Oh,
dark as it
interesting.
can be. Like, and he can have the TV on so loud and sleep
And
through
just
it.
be out.
And I'm like,
Wow. That's
and it
weird.
annoys me. And he holds the remote at night. And it's like
What?
he falls asleep with the remote in his hand. And so I'm like having to like climb over him and like search for the remote. Or I have to like wake
And
him
he's
up
just
and
still
tell him
asleep?
he's asleep. Sometimes I just slip it right out of his hand and he doesn't even know. And other times it's like if he's really annoyed me by going to sleep quickly, then I was
That's
like,
funny.
babe, turn the TV off and
Wake
like wake him
up.
up. And
Yeah.
sometimes he'll like put the remote under his pillow on the side of the bed. So it's like the furthest away from me that it can be. Or he'll put it in the floor beside his bed.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
What?
I don't
Give
understand
it to
it.
me if you're gonna fall asleep.
Exactly. Like, hand me the remote. At
Yeah.
least like turn the
Yeah.
volume down. Like, no, he can
My
sleep
husband
with
probably feels the same
anything.
way because he'll always put something on the TV just to watch, like I'll check my phone, I'll plug it in, it's on my nightstand, and then I'll
Yeah.
get all snuggly, and then he'll be like, "You want to watch something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
And like I
No.
just literally fall asleep. I'm probably the same way.
The other night, Tippa and Macy were over here and we were watching stuff. Something that was really loud. I don't remember what it was, but it was really loud on the TV. And he had gone to bed because he had to be up early for work. And Tippa's like, do we need to turn this down? I'm like, no, the TV could be this loud in the same room with him and he would be asleep. Like, it's fine. I don't get it.
I
Like,
love that.
no, it's the longer the TV's on, the longer any light is on, the longer it's going to take me to go to sleep. Like I could be
Ah,
almost asleep, but then like the TV's going, and once the TV goes off, it still will probably take me an hour to go to sleep. It's so annoying.
wow, really?
It's rough. I'm really tired if I fall asleep with anything still on. Like, because it'll happen
Interesting.
occasionally, but it's like, no, it's like, when the longer the TV's on, the longer I'm awake. And then he hogs the remote.
Interesting.
It's like, just give me the remote. Like, just give me the remote. Like, you don't care what's on the TV. Like, why are you holding the remote? Like, why is
Yeah.
it tucked up against you?
There should be like a designated remote spot
yeah. It's like, just put it in
that's
between
not
us.
underneath his pillow.
Like, just hold it with your left hand, and then I'll just, like, that's what we need to do. Yeah. Okay. What kind of foods do you usually eat on your favorite holiday? Well, what's your favorite
Oh,
holiday?
well, see, my favorite probably be Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I mean, at
okay.
least where you eat food, because like you don't eat
Yeah.
food on Halloween.
I mean,
I mean,
unless you're
unless
one
you're
of those
counting
people that
candy,
goes like, let's get all the creepy snacks that we can, do
right? Like make a bunch of snacks.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I would say probably Thanksgiving. I don't know, food. I've had like a weird relationship with food recently because like with after my
a whole
kidney
lot.
stone situation, like I'm just like limited, to like what I can and can't eat
Oh,
now
mm-hmm.
and like how much of stuff I can eat, which is fine. I don't want to get a kidney stone again, so like I'll do
Yeah.
it. Um, but so I just don't eat as much either now. Like I eat way less too, which makes a huge difference. Like with your digestive system and like how much your body's filtering and whatever. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I would probably say Thanksgiving because I also cook Thanksgiving and I like Thanksgiving food. Like I like turkey and gravy and,
What's your favorite
mashed
Thanksgiving
potatoes.
food though? Like you like
My
Thanksgiving food, you gotta have
family's
this.
it's gotta be the corn souffle we make as a family. It's like our
Ooh,
family dish, yeah, as a corn souffle. Yeah.
nice. I feel like if we're talking about like food holidays, it would have to be Thanksgiving because
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's like what other I mean,
It's just like
Christmas.
lame. It's like not as fun. It's not
Yeah, it's
all about the
different.
food.
Yeah, like I feel like
It's different.
if we switch things up like food wise, we would switch it up for Christmas and Thanksgiving is like I mean it's Thanksgiving,
Yeah, it's like always
you
the
know?
same things. Yeah.
So I feel like mine would be I don't know, anything with broccoli. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like
no,
a
I
cheesy
love
broccoli or
like my sister makes a really good broccoli casserole, and I think she got the recipe from my aunt. My aunt also makes a really good corn casserole that's really good, but broccoli, I feel like that would be my go-to. Now, when I was younger and my nana was doing all of our Thanksgivings, like she
yeah.
used to make candied carrots, and they were
Ooh.
so good. And it was
Like the
like
skinny ones? Like the really
well, it was
skinny ones or like just the regular?
like sliced carrots, and then she cooks them in, I don't know, there's like brown sugar and cinnamon and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff in there. And like
Yeah.
it's they're no longer healthy. They're no longer considered a
No,
vegetable at
no,
that point.
yeah, no,
No,
definitely
but
not
they were
healthy.
so good. So good. So I would say like now it would be broccoli something. Anything with broccoli,
Yeah.
well, maybe not anything, but like broccoli. Gotta have broccoli. But before
Yeah.
it would have been the candied carrots when Nana was around. Like I think one time my mom tried to make the candied carrots and it was just no. Like so
It wasn't as
I think
good.
we've only had them like once since she passed because no one can make them the same. Like they're just not the same. Like you can get from
Nice.
like Bird's Eye, you can get like a lightly glazed honey glazed carrot in like the steamer bags. So if I'm wanting
Yeah.
something like that, but it's like healthier than what she would have fixed, then I'll get those.
Right.
But it's like we're talking like straight up like they are no longer a vegetable. Candied carrots is what she used to make, and they were good. I may have the
Yeah.
recipe somewhere. Maybe I'll try again. I don't know, just for
Yeah,
nostalgia's,
maybe try it again.
but yeah, I think we've had it once since she passed, which is crazy now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would be so invested in like trying to get that right.
she made me and my sister a cookbook. Because like towards the
Cute.
end, she didn't cook as well as she used to. I feel like once you get older, it's just you just I don't know, maybe you don't care, maybe you don't think about it
Yeah.
as much. I don't know. But like she made us like a 3-ring binder of like recipes of stuff that
Cute.
she had like fixed. And so I don't know, my sister still has hers, but I still have mine. So maybe it's in there. Maybe her recipe's in
Yeah.
there. I can find it.
Try.
So
I think you should.
yeah, I should do that. I should do that. That would be fun. Yeah. Okay, so
Cute.
we're at 31 minutes.
Whoa,
I
how many
feel
did we
like
get through?
I feel like that's like we did several. I feel like that was good. I feel
Okay.
like that was good.
We
We
killed
could do that.
that. We did pretty
Look
good
at
with that.
us
We didn't go on
go.
too many tangents. We didn't get too
I know.
distracted. We didn't.
I think this was fun. We should do this again
Yeah,
because that was
I
fun.
think we should too.
Yeah.
I like the idea. You were trying to get people to give us random topics on Instagram
Yeah,
and stuff. I thought that was a
and we
really
got
cool
like a
idea.
couple, but I feel like if I had like, maybe hyped it up a little bit more, but we only got like a couple
Okay.
submissions. So,
Okay.
you
All
know,
right. Well, maybe next time we can
maybe
be
next.
like, hey, remember when we did that random topic thing? We're going to do that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's it for this episode, right?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking on this half of a year. We started in August, right? And I mean, it's kind of flown by.
Oh yeah, it really is. And I was looking back, and this will be episode 21. Isn't that
What?
crazy? 21. It'll be episode 21.
That's crazy, Tori.
It?
That's insane.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. Like that's why I was like, we have to do this. We would be so good
yeah,
at this.
yeah, yeah.
But that's crazy. And we have some
Love it.
big plans for next year or
Oh yeah.
this year. I guess
This
this is
year we're
coming out
in,
next
yeah.
one. Yeah. We're in
It's weird.
21, 24.
It's really weird.
Um, yeah, it's really weird. That's so weird, but it's a good thing. And did you have a favorite episode? Like
Oh
one of our
gosh.
episodes, the
I'm
past
like,
episodes?
let me look at our episode list. I don't know. I love our book rants just because
Right.
it's just so fun. Oh, it's just so fun. Oh, which reminds me, I didn't get to tell you, but me and Mandy are actually playing around with the idea of doing a book podcast. But it won't be like a visual one because we're like teaser, if you don't know this, I'm getting ready to start two different Patreon memberships, and one of them is going to be a book club. And so me and Mandy are preparing to do a book themed podcast for Patreon. And so we're gonna do a test run episode like what we did on my channel, and
Right, right,
we're
right.
gonna do a test run and see like if we like it, but it'll be audio only. So,
That's
but
okay.
yeah, so
That's all right.
I love our book talks. They're fun. And the conspiracy theory, I don't know, I feel like that might be right at the top of my list.
I think that and the ghost episode, I think just kind of hit both of us kind of just
Yeah,
like it was a fun
those are
episode to
good.
film. It was a fun episode to watch again.
Yeah, yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah,
Those are my
tell us
top
down in the
ones.
comments if you had a favorite episode. Please leave us a comment. If you want us to revisit a topic and we
Oh,
didn't go into enough
mm-hmm.
detail on that
Mm-hmm.
topic, please let us know.
Yeah.
Um, we have a whole slew of things coming up. We got some sister episodes planned. We've got some,
Yep.
we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm actually going to be in Florida again next week,
Oh,
um, next weekend. So if Tippa's available, maybe we could do a sister episode. I don't know. I'll text you about it.
okay.
Even though maybe we could just do my sister's version of the podcast. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Mhm.
Remember to like us on Instagram. We have so many fun behind the scenes stuff on there too, right? Like we
Mhm.
have stuff that doesn't get posted on the YouTube on there. So um we have some of our book reviews on there as well. And yeah, follow us on all the other social medias and we'll see you
Yep.
guys and have a wonderful 2024.
Gosh, 2000.
Weird.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Bye.
Bye.